This is CBC Here and Now.
The mood is pretty somber here today. Since we got the news Sunday evening, it's pretty much been like a shadow over this town.
Grief counselors at the school and a town struggling with loss. 2 teens killed in Sunday's head-on collision are being remembered tonight. Good evening, I'm Carolyn Stokes. The town of Middle Arm is in mourning tonight following the deaths of 2 teenage girls who lived in the community. They were victims of Sunday's crash in Roberts Arm. Here Now's Garrett Berry was in Middle Arm today.
These are difficult days in Middle Arm. People here are mourning the loss of 2 teen girls that lived in this community, but they're also trying to respect the privacy of the family, so they won't discuss them by name. The 2 teenagers, a 14 and a 16-year-old girl, were headed home Sunday, coming back to their loved ones in Middle Arm when tragedy struck. The girls were 2 of the 4 victims in Sunday's crash that killed 4 people in 3 different communities.
The mood is pretty somber here today. Since we got the news Sunday evening, it's pretty much been like a shadow over this town.
The teenagers moved to Middle Arm, and the town's deputy mayor says they were embraced.
And they became involved in the community. They made friends, had good friends involved in the groups here with the young people, stuff that went on into the community, whether it was recreation or the church or whatever. They were part of it.
On Sunday, they were traveling with their grandparents. Police say their car collided head-on with an SUV. The grandfather died, and the grandmother was brought into hospital in serious condition. The deputy mayor says the town will do its best to support the families.
Well, we'll just be here, and when they need us, anything they need, that we'll try to help them with it, right? And help them get through this time of just a very difficult time.
The deputy mayor said he was a teacher inside the community school for years, and said he can't even begin to imagine the feeling inside that building today.
The staff and the students in that the school are a close-knit community. You know everybody, and you're all like family. And I'm sure in that building today that it's a pretty somber feeling.
The school district said it has brought a crisis support team, including an educational psychologist. Chip says there are about 50 children in the town, and those 2 teenage girls will be missed.
And just seeing them around the roads and in the summer and stuff, out with other young people, right? And that group, there's going to be a couple young people that's missing, and that's not an easy thing.
Garrett Berry, CBC News, Middle Arm.
A utilities contractor has pleaded guilty to 3 charges in relation to the death of a lineman working in the Maritime Link project. PowerTel appeared in Stephenville Provincial Court this morning facing 5 charges. The company's attorney, David Eaton, entered a guilty plea on the company's behalf to 3 of those charges, including failing to provide a safe workplace. The 2 other charges were dropped. Lineman Phil Parsons was electrocuted and died near Indian Head in January 2017. Crown Attorney Susan Glant read out a joint recommendation for sentencing. It includes a $125,000 fine for all 3 charges. Judge Lynn Cole will render her decision January 24th. Well, the vice principal of a school in Natwashish has been charged with assault. The RCMP received a complaint on October 17th that a student was assaulted at Mushwau Inu Natwashish School. 34-year-old Simon Leslie was charged last week. Police have not provided any more details. Leslie is also a phys ed teacher. He's been placed on administrative leave and is scheduled to appear in court in 2 weeks. Well, now to St. Anthony, where the top administrator at the College of the North Atlantic campus was removed by police. Brad Pilgrim was arrested for breaching an order related to a family issue. While Pilgrim was arrested at the school 2 weeks ago, police say the charge has nothing to do with the college. It's the second time this fall Pilgrim has been accused of breaching orders related to the Family Violence Protection Act. CNA is not commenting, saying it's a private matter. Well, a Cougar helicopter with 13 people on board returned safely to St. John's yesterday after one of the hydraulic systems indicated a possible loss of pressure. The helicopter was en route to the Hebron oil platform. Local emergency crews were on standby in St. John's, and a Cougar search and rescue helicopter was dispatched. The CNLOPB says both are standard precautionary measures. There were 11 passengers and 2 crew on board. The CNLOPB says the helicopters have multiple independent hydraulic systems and can fly safely with one of them down. Transport Canada and the Transportation Safety Board have both been notified of the incident, and ExxonMobil is investigating. Well, Dwight Ball says he's confident something will be in place for Muskrat Falls rate mitigation by the end of January, but what that something is remains to be seen.
What a pleasure it is to welcome Premier Ball back to Ottawa.
The Premier made the comment after traveling to Ottawa to meet with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau this morning. Ball says several options are on the table, but at this point, nothing is finalized.
What we want to have, by the end of January is the ability to be able to say to people in Newfoundland and Labrador that that rates will not be doubling in Newfoundland and Labrador. We can say that now, but how specifically we'll be able to drill down and say it'll be this option, hey, 1, 2, or 3, is we're not quite there yet. But certainly the commitment from the Prime Minister has been unwavering. It's been common throughout all of this that he will be there standing up for Newfoundland and Labrador so that rates will not be doubling in our province.
We know there's lots more work to do. As I said during the election campaign, this government, the federal government, will be there to support Newfoundlanders through the challenges of rate mitigation, which we know is top of mind for the Premier. We're going to keep working on that.
One other note about today's meeting, the two also talked about national unity. And at one point, a reporter asked Ball if he should help calm the waters between provinces, especially considering the discontent in Western Canada and considering Ball is one of only a few Liberal premiers in the country. Here's part of his response.
Tell me now I'm the second longest serving premier in the country, which I find that a little surreal some days. I jokingly told somebody the other day there's yogurt in our fridges longer than some premiers have been in the job.
Yeah, hey, we're looking at a bachata dance class here at the Arts and Culture Centre, and we're going to learn a little bit about this dancing and what's going on here. It's Jabula Entertainment who are putting this all together, and they're hoping to share their love of dance with the rest of the community. Tonight's a little bit of a workshop, and we're going to learn a little bit about the dance. Maybe I'll even try it, who's to know, but that story is coming up.
May have been dancing a little earlier today, especially on the Avalon. Finally saw some sunshine this afternoon. We are starting to see some showers and flurries for parts of Central and along the West Coast. That's generally going to continue as we head through the night tonight, and that's thanks to an area of low pressure that's continuing to hold strong over us. It's going to stick around again through the day tomorrow, but the next system that I'm really watching is getting organized over Colorado. A Colorado low is headed our way as we head towards the weekend. Could bring some snow and some significant rain as well. We'll have all those details coming up.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, the plan to move the Iceberg Alley Music Festival west to Mount Pearl has been scrapped. A long-term deal has been struck to keep the party in Pleasantville.
Earlier this month, Iceberg Alley Festival organizers said it may be moving to Mount Pearl. It could not secure a 3 to 5 year deal with City Hall in St. John's. And now that's changed, and the 36,000 square foot tent will be back for 3 more years, starting in 2020.
There was no bluff in it. I can sincerely say that to you. And if it didn't get approved last night, it was permanently over.
Steele says he began talks with Mount Pearl because of delays in dealing with St. John's. The pitfall? Well, Mount Pearl only had summer availability, which would mean competing with other festivals in the area. As for concerns that the concerts in Pleasantville attract thousands to a residential area, Steele says they're doing their best to be good neighbors.
We follow all the rules and guidelines. We follow the curfew at 11. We always finish before 11, definitely no later. The noise levels are well below what's allowed in that area, and so we do our best to respect the neighbors, and but there is going to be some inconvenience, but we do our best to minimize it.
St. John's Mayor Danny Breen says there were delays, but taking time was necessary.
We had a lot of concerns raised by the residents in the area. We want to make sure that we address those the best we could. But you know, we have to make decisions on a timely basis. But we also have to make decisions with the best information that we can get or have.
Breen says in the end the city was looking at an application that followed all rules, regulations, and guidelines on private property. Cease Hare, CBC News, St. John's.
A provincial court judge has dismissed an illegal gaming charge against a former Sheshatshiu Innu First Nation chief. Andrew Panashaway was charged last fall for allegedly running an illegal gaming house. Police said they found 11 VLTs and other related items in a shed on a property in Sheshatshiu. He pleaded not guilty to all counts. The judge dismissed the charges last week after the Crown said it would not be calling any evidence. On Facebook, Panashaway says he was happy to have won the case and that he can now move on with his life. The province says an outbreak of E. coli is over. It surfaced in late October. The health department says there were 30 confirmed cases across the island. According to test results from a lab in Winnipeg, Newfoundland and Labrador was the only province affected by the outbreak. And the health department says spinach was the likely source of the exposure. The department says it's no longer in the food supply and there's no ongoing risk to the public. Well, more than 350 junior high school students were in St. John's this weekend for the 17th annual Skills Canada Intermediate Challenge. Here Now's Jeremy Eaton was there.
This is our 17th annual Intermediate Skills Challenge, and we have 30 schools registered and in excess of 350 students participating. We're still doing this and we'll continue to do it because we really believe that at the intermediate level, students in grades 7, 8, and 9 need exposure to the skilled trade and technology careers so that they can be better informed, interested in, and motivated to choose and consider skilled trade and technology careers.
Started with Skills Canada because of my interest in skills trades class, and my teacher told me to compete. So I actually didn't start at the Intermediate Challenge. I started in grade 10 at the provincials, and then I competed for 3 years, and I ended up going to nationals twice. First, starting in high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I graduated, but once I started with Skills Canada, I realized that electrical was part of one of my passions, and I wanted to have a career in it.
Many students competing, and they'll compete in various competitions like public speaking, job skill demo, and so on, where they'll also then be chosen as gold, silver, bronze winners and get medals tonight. But the gold winners will go forward to the provincials in March, and at that time they'll be able to participate and compete against high school students.
And action.
I'm playing as a news anchor, and I just wanted to look professional.
So what program are you doing here at Skills Canada?
I'm doing the TV production video where you just go around and you shoot a bunch of film and you interview some people, and whoever has the best video at the end wins.
So we are big supporters of skill development at all levels, and we believe that getting young people excited and interested in the trade is a great opening to a new career.
And what do you think of what you've seen so far here today, Mr.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I wish I was 15 again because I would totally be here doing this stuff because it's amazing, it's hands-on, and it's something that really kind of brings pride and achievement to young people, and I love it.
For many years, people in Newfoundland and Labrador have excelled in the skilled trades and technology areas, and we know that's going to continue. There's always an ebb and flow, and there's sort of a cyclical pattern of how this all happens, but we know that there will always be a place for that in this province.
Tonight, we're going to talk about ice. Not that kind of ice. I'll have all the details coming up. we're talking about ice on the roads. It's almost that time of year again where we're driving along and all of a sudden our vehicle starts sliding. Well, black ice is likely to blame. What happens is there's moisture just below the top surface of the pavement, and that freezes, creating a sheet of ice. It gets its name because it's perfectly clear and has no air bubbles, which allows the black road to be seen through it, and it just looks like wet pavement. You could say it's practically invisible on the road. There are a couple other ways that black ice forms. A foggy, misty day with temperatures hovering at or just below zero and no wind. That's important because the wind would introduce bubbles and that would make it a visible layer of ice. And then the opposite. A beautiful, sunny, chilly day sitting below zero, the sun will melt the snow on the road or even the side of the road, and that runoff refreezes, especially when it gets dark. So if you find yourself sliding, just take your foot off the gas, turn slightly into if you're turning, and then don't slam on your brakes.
I just learned something new.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of something. I mean, we are getting into that time of the year, so.
Where you gotta watch out on the roads, and a lot of people getting their snow tires put on now.
It's winter tire time.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
So how's the weather looking now?
Well, we finally saw some sun today, which was lovely. Let's take a look at those temperatures. Showing 7 degrees as the daytime high for St. John's, but that was at midnight, or actually 12:30, and then the temperature has been dropping ever since, but generally sitting in the single digits across the board. Lab City really is the only place that those temperatures are below zero this afternoon. And it's been windy all day today, so even though those temperatures were hovering in the single digits, it felt significantly cooler. We saw some wind gusts anywhere from 50 to about 70 kilometers per hour, and those winds are pretty much going to stick around as we head through the night tonight. So taking a look at our current satellite and radar, we're starting to see a little bit more of that cloud cover disappearing, which is good news, but we are still looking at that risk of some flurries and or showers for most of the west coast. And really in those higher elevations, you could pick up about 5 centimeters of snow by tonight. Otherwise, it's just a trace, maybe 2 centimeters of snow at the most. And then we're going to hang on to the wet weather on for coastal Labrador with some showers, rather flurries or light snow continuing for Lab West. So we do have a special weather statement still in effect for the coastal Labrador for tonight. And that's just because that rain's going to stick around. It'll eventually taper to some showers tomorrow afternoon. So here's a look at your temperatures. -6 for Lab City. Again, a couple more centimeters of snow sticking around. And then as we head towards Happy Valley, Goose Bay, the rain this afternoon will likely change over to some some flurries tonight. And then the same thing along the west coast. 2 degrees will be the overnight low for St. John's. But again, those winds sticking around, westerlies gusting upwards of about 60 kilometers per hour tonight. There's that special weather statement, anticipating that this will end by tomorrow as we start to see that precipitation ease off. So that low pressure system still going to stick around, which means things should be unsettled again tomorrow. Better chance of seeing some showers and or flurries into the afternoon for parts of central and along the west coast as well. And then again, hanging on to some flurries and or light snow for Lab West. Eventually, we'll start to see some more showers move in for coastal Labrador, again, because that onshore flow, thanks to that low pressure system. But it is moving further and further away, so that's certainly good news there. We should start to see some things clearing off at least overnight into Thursday morning. So here's a look at your temperatures. Pretty similar to today, not really moving much. 4 degrees for St. John's. Few peaks of sun possible again tomorrow. Some westerlies, about 30 to 50 kilometers per hour as we head towards central. We're looking at 2 degrees for Clarenville, 4 for Grand Falls, Windsor, 2 for Twillingate. Again, we're seeing some scattered showers and or flurries through the afternoon. 2 or 3 degrees along the west coast as well, with your winds sitting between 20 to 40 kilometers per hour, so a little breezy. And gray skies will be generally the story. Cartwright at 3 degrees, Mary's Harbor, same thing. And then eventually, as we head a little bit further west, Lab City, you're going to pick up probably a couple more centimeters tomorrow, but it will taper to flurries, so that's certainly good news there. And then as we head towards the end of the week, that's when the big weather maker moves in, and I'll have all those details coming up.
Thanks, Ashley. Time to check in with Germain, who's getting some much-needed dance tips at the Arts and Culture Center in St. John's. Jeremy, are you learning anything?
I'm learning that I'm not very good at dancing, that's for sure, but there's a lot of people here having a lot of fun here at the third floor of the dance studio here at the Arts and Culture Centre. And as you can see here, these are two of the instructors. Just let them show off a few moves before we dive in here. So this is Tendai, and this is Lena. Good to see you, thanks. I'm going to get in the middle of both of you if you don't mind. So can you tell me what's happening here?
So we are with Jabula Entertainment and we are hosting a dance workshop today. So it's a bachata Latin dancer.
So what is this Latin dance?
Bachata?
Yeah, sorry, I can't say it, so I didn't pronounce it.
It's a Latin dance like salsa. It comes from the Dominican Republic, but it's now danced all over the world.
So where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Zimbabwe.
And where are you originally from?
I'm from Germany.
So how did you two meet?
So there's always dancing at Boca on Friday nights. So the first time we danced there, it was on a Friday night at Boca, and every dance has been magical since then.
So how did you two get together? So what do you do with these workshops? How often do you host these workshops, and what do the people behind us learn?
Right now we do workshops twice a week, twice a month, I'm sorry. And everybody can just sign up, come by and have a look. We have dances of all kinds of levels.
So how did you pick up this? Where did you learn this dance? Did you learn it in Zimbabwe? Did you learn it in St. John's?
No, funny enough, I never used to dance in Zimbabwe. The first time I danced this type of dance was in Vancouver during a workshop like this. I had just gone to see, and the instructor just instructed me to come learn. And since then, it just made me happy, and I just try to teach people so that we keep sharing the experience to as many people as possible.
So how long have you been sharing this experience with people here in St. John's?
So we started off our dance school in July 2016. So we do a mixture of classes, we do events. We've even gotten some of the best dancers to come from Montreal here, and they'll be continuing to come next year. And every time we get superstars coming, we try to get them like Lena to come teach with us too.
So what's it like for you? I know that you're studying to do your master's in physics, you told me, and you like to dance, you love to dance. So what's it like for you to get to share your love of dance here in St. John's?
Well, I love spending all my free time on dancing, and I love teaching, sharing my knowledge. When I came here, I'm only here for a short amount of time, so I love that I have the opportunity to teach. Yeah.
Now she's going to show me a move later on, and I'm going to be terrible at it, but I just wanted to one quick thing. You're trying to share this with the rest of the community. Can you talk a little bit about what you want to do?
Yes, so over the past year, we've had a lot of success with our events, and we want to do something to give back to the community. Giving back is a big part of success. So we have a free choreography that we've made up, me and Lena, myself, and we are happy to perform it for anyone, anytime, any dinner. So just invite us, and we'll come share our experiences with you.
All right, I appreciate both your time. Thanks so much. Reporting live for Here Now, I'm Jeremy Eaton in St. John's.
What's the hardest part about the sport?
Toughest part of the sport, I would say, is just the balance and trying to use both hands while coordinating with the puck.
Reporter Meg Roberts gets a crash course in sledge hockey from Paralympian Liam Hickey, and it's much harder than it looks. You don't want to miss this. That's ahead on Here and Now. Well, next week, you'll get a shot to see some of the best sledge hockey players in the world play right here in this province. Team Canada Para Hockey is hosting an international tournament in Paradise. International teams from Russia, the U.S., and Czech Republic will take to the ice. But before the professionals arrive, Here and Now's Meg Roberts got a little lesson from Mr. Sledge Hockey himself.
I'm at the Paradise Ice Complex. I'm going to get my first sledge hockey lesson with Liam Hickey, a Paralympian. Now, I consider myself to be a pretty athletic person. I played hockey for years, played sports in university. I also have been watching a ton of YouTube videos, so I think I got this. So I'm here with Liam. He is a Paralympic silver medalist. For people who don't know how to play sledge hockey, what would you like them to know?
I think I'd like them to know that it's an extremely fun sport. It's fast-paced. It's like hockey, so a lot of physicality and a lot of speed.
You guys have a big tournament coming up. What's it like to play on home ice for lots of people?
It's going to be amazing. I mean, I never really thought that I'd have an international tournament coming so close to home, and just knowing the amount of work that's been put in behind the scenes. My dad's had a huge part in getting the tournament here, so it's super special to have that, and not only special for me, but I'm so happy that the people here that have done so much work get to represent and see that here.
For you, you've dedicated most of your life to this, so why do you like the sport so much?
I just fell in love with it right away. I struggled to play stand-up ice hockey when I was young. Skating was tough with my artificial legs, so sledge hockey was a great outlet for me, and luckily my parents found it. And as soon as I got on the ice, I mean, I just fell in love. It was a sense of freedom for me, and growing up, my dream was to play in the NHL, so sledge hockey was another outlet, and now I want to be a Paralympic gold medalist. So,
what's the hardest part about the sport?
Toughest part of the sport, I would say, is just the balance and trying to use both hands while coordinating with the puck and using both sticks to handle the puck while trying to skate.
My first thought is I'm a little nervous. My elbows, there could be some pain in my elbows at the end of this from tipping over so much. Like that. Oh my.
We're going to do a few practice runs. We'll just go blue line to blue line, and that'll give you guys an opportunity to just practice going.
Okay. Okay, I want to take back everything I said about being athletically inclined. I am in so much pain, especially my core, from trying to keep myself up the whole time. It's so impressive to see somebody like Liam out there. He's so fast, he's so quick. If you want to see some good sledge hockey, unlike what you just saw, you got to come out and watch Team Canada play.
Great try, Meg. You're a good sport. And if you want to see Team Canada play, you can check out the Canadian Tire Para Hockey Cup. It takes place in Paradise starting on December 1st and running until the 7th. Well, staying with hockey, Scotty Bowman has more wins than any other coach in NHL history and is considered one of the greatest coaches of all time. But the story of his success has never been told in full until now. One of his former goalies has written a book about him. Ken Dryden, a legend in his own right, recently sat down for a chat with CBC's Colleen Jones.
I'm with Ken Dryden, a six-time Stanley Cup winner who's just finished another book. It's about his former Montreal Canadiens coach, Scotty Bowman. It's called Scotty, A Hockey Life Like No Other.
I mean, he's the best ever. He may well be the best in all of professional sports. And he's terrifically interesting. And he's, I think that best part of it, that's one side of it. That's the record book. The other side of it is that he has been up close to hockey at all levels and its highest level, virtually since 1947.
Scotty Bowman's record speaks for itself, both for the championships and longevity.
his 9 cups are separated by 29 years from 1973 to 2002. And as you know, it's really hard to win a cup. It's really hard to last 29 years, but to last at the top for 29 years, that's a completely different story. You can hang on for maybe 20 years, but to be good enough to win through all of that stretch.
He won through that long stretch, but most importantly, he stayed open to new ideas and strategies as the game evolved.
Is that even though he has been there more than anybody, and even though he has done that more than anybody, he is a forever being there and doing that person.
The book's back cover, it's Bowman talking to Dryden during a practice.
I sent an electronic copy to Scotty and I said, what do you think we were talking about? And he emailed back and he said, probably the next game. And I think he's right, because that's when he would talk with you, and usually before a game against a lousy opponent.
What Dryden finds most amazing about his former coach is that at 86, Scotty Bowman is still active in the game, watching, advising, and always learning. Colleen Jones, CBC News, Halifax.
Welcome back to the program. First, we start with breaking news.
Temperatures are dropping into the minus single digits.
Time now to check in with our Carolyn Stokes.
It is just packed with people.
The company says it's picking up salmon.
Looks like an absolutely gorgeous afternoon.
Welcome back to Here and Now. The dancing is full steam ahead here. Now, I did promise I was going to try to learn how to do something, so I'm going to try to learn how to do something. So I'm going to welcome back Lena. Thanks for coming back.
Welcome. You're
So
welcome.
what are you going to show me real quick?
My personal favorite, my all-time favorite. It's a pretty flower, and everyone can do it.
Everybody can do it. Did you hear that? All right. Show me. How does it go?
Okay. You need both hands. You have a beautiful flower.
Yeah, beautiful flower.
Then you twist your arms.
Twist your arms.
Point to the front, and finish your movement. Almost.
Almost. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you and letting us hang out. We're going to talk to some of the dancers really quick. Oh, pardon me. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Turn around. Whoa. So can I get you to introduce yourself?
I'm Shramona.
And who are you?
I'm Adrian.
So what are you doing here tonight?
I am learning how to bachata, and it's my first class, but I've done bachata at a couple of events before, and it's just wonderful.
And what about you? Why did you want to show up to this?
I've been dancing with the Mourning and Ballroom Dance Company, and I've heard that they're doing bachata lessons here, and it's really nice. I really enjoy it.
You make it look easy. Is it as hard as it looks, or?
It takes some time to get used to, but it is a lot easier than it seems.
What about you? You make it look easy too. Do you find it hard or difficult?
Initially I was really nervous, but once you listen to the music and you get into the groove of it, it just flows right through your body and it's easy. Yep.
Well, I'll let you get back to it because it's not as easy as it looks. I'm just going to spin around over this way. So, oh, sorry, we'll get you this way. Can I get you to introduce yourself? Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be interrupting you. I'm so rude. Can I get your name?
Diana.
And what's your name?
Kathy.
What are you doing here, Diana?
Learning bachata.
Why did you want to come out and learn how to this Latin dance?
It's an awesome dance. Everyone can do it. You can do it at the club. It's just so much fun, and you learn and meet great people.
What about you? Why did you want to take part in this class?
I love bachata. It's so romantic. We're going to do it later, you and I.
Did you not see me screw up the flower? Is it, how long have you been doing this dance?
Probably 7 years.
How did you get into it 7 years ago?
In Ontario, I learned to dance, and I loved it. I loved the little ting, ting, ting in the music. Beautiful.
And what about you? Where did you learn? Or are you just learning now?
I've been doing ballroom dance, Latin dance for about 2 years now, and I first got introduced to bachata through Mun Ballroom Latin Dance Club, and that's how I met Tendai, and now love coming to his classes.
So let's just say you're a terrible dancer like me, which I am. What would you tell somebody like me if they were nervous or they wanted to try a class like this?
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
What about you? Do you have any advice for terrible two left-footed dancers like myself?
Don't look at your two left feet.
Don't look at your two left feet.
Straight ahead.
And anybody can do it. Can you show me a quick move? Cabot, can you just show me a few quick moves and I'll back away there? So as you can see, a lot of these people will take part. About 14 to 20 people show up to these sessions that they do once, probably about once a month. And as Tendai said earlier, they're open. If anybody wants to hire them, they'll come and dance for free. So, Carolyn, I'm going to let these dancers get back to what they're doing, and I'm going to throw it back to you in the studio.
Great. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Well, shifting now to international news, it took more than 3 years to complete Canada's national inquiry into missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. In the United States, the president signed an executive order this morning launching a task force into the missing and murdered in that country.
We're taking this very seriously. This has never been done before, and I've seen it just by reading and watching the news. It's a very serious problem.
It's a historical day to know that our missing and murdered women have a place and a remembrance.
While commissioners in Canada's inquiry worked independently of government, the U.S. task force will be headed by the U.S. Attorney General and Secretary of the Interior. Tribal governments will be consulted on how to improve investigations and prosecutions. Some U.S. studies show Indigenous women are killed at a rate more than 10 times the national average. Task force recommendations are due 1 year from today. The United Nations is urging the world to stop procrastinating when it comes to climate change. It says countries need to make steep cuts to their greenhouse gas emissions or face dire consequences.
Predictions here says that we're aiming between 3 and 3.2 degrees, and that's really a world you don't want to experience. And I think being a grandfather also, you don't want to leave that for your grandkids. I mean, you'd be ashamed of yourself if you knew the trouble they'll get into.
A new UN report says the Earth's temperature could rise by 3.2 degrees in less than 100 years, unless drastic action is taken. Now, that might not seem like much, but it would be enough to wipe out coral reefs across the globe. If the planet warmed by even 2 degrees, people could face flooding and droughts. Scientists say there is still time to prevent that from happening, but governments need to act now. And keeping with the climate, research out today suggests the Arctic could be ice-free within 50 years. Scientists at the University of California's Center for Climate Science published their findings in the journal Nature. If there's no change to carbon emissions, the report says the Arctic could be functionally ice-free as early as 2044 and no later than 2067. Functionally ice-free means there would be less than 1 million square kilometers of ice in the Arctic. Now, there are about 6 million square kilometers now. Ice helps to reflect the sun's heat away from the Earth, but open seas absorb heat. So an ice-free Arctic would speed up global warming. Well, for the first time ever, scientists have measured the heart rate of the blue whale, the world's largest mammal. Turns out it gets very low. Researchers say this male blue whale lowered its heart rate to as little as 2 beats per minute when it dove for food. On its way back up, its rate increased to 37 beats per minute. Scientists say uncovering information about the biology of the blue whale could help with conservation and management of this endangered species. Blue whales can reach up to 30 meters long and weigh as much as 200 tons.
It's adamant and about keeping the language the way people actually talk. I fill up with pride if I hear one of them say, "Yes, bye."
Next, Clarenville author Daryl Duke tells us about his first children's book and how he collaborated with his own children to do it. Welcome back to Here and Now. Time now for a look at the forecast and looking ahead to the long range and what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, we're in for a couple of unsettled days and actually quiet day before we get into the next weather maker, which moves in for the weekend. So let's take a look at what we're expecting on Thursday, overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. Things should actually start to quiet down. So we are still looking at the chances of some flurries and or showers, but nothing really too intense. We still have some snow possible up through Lab West. But as we head through the day on Thursday, that low that has been around or sticking around for the past couple of days is finally going to move off, at least lose its grip on us, except along the coast. Still looking at that risk of some flurries. And then the next system moves in for Friday. So before we get there, we are looking at temperatures sitting around 3 to 5 degrees across the board. Best chance of seeing potentially a few peaks of sun will be down along the southwest, with a high near 5 degrees for Port aux Basques. Grand Falls, Windsor through to Gander, you're looking at temperatures hovering around the 3-degree mark. And again, still hanging on to that chance of either showers or flurries through the day. And up through Lab City, a little cooler again, back down to sitting around -8 through the day. And then above 0 for Happy Valley, Goose Bay, your temperatures should be hovering around 2 degrees. Now, this next system that's moving in is still not really well agreed upon. So this is overnight into Friday morning, starting to see some rain potentially down for the southern portion of the island, or at least the southern portion of the Avalon, and then some colder air wraps around, and with this, it's looking like some snow. So this is only one model's interpretation of what's going to happen. There's a bunch of other ones. They're definitely going to see some sort of weather. It's just whether or how long we stay into that cold sector, or how long we stay into that snow. So this is the morning on Friday so far. What I have an idea of what model has quickly changes over to rain into the afternoon on Friday. Still seeing some heavy snow though through parts of Central and then up through Labrador as well. This one sticks around for a while, even through the day on Saturday, and then pulls away, and with it we start to get into some of that cooler air. So again, changing back to snow more than likely for Sunday. And then finally, as that low pulls away, we should start to see some clearing as we head into Monday. So certainly looking, if you have any travel plans this weekend, keep a good eye on that forecast, because it definitely does look like we are in for some certainly windy conditions and quite a bit of either rain or snow as well. So here's a look at the temperatures. Sitting between 3 and 5 degrees right across the board. Sunday, those temperatures dip. But it is looking like Saturday will be a rain event for the first half of the day anyway, and then change over to some flurries and or snow again as those temperatures drop down to the 0-degree mark. Now for central Newfoundland, it's looking gray essentially right across the board with flurries as we head into Sunday, and temperatures hovering just above the 0-degree mark. And then same thing for western Newfoundland, but temperatures dipping on Sunday into the minus single digits. So I'm going to say goodbye to those single digits for a little while. Eastern Labrador, you're looking at temperatures above 0 into Thursday. Then Friday we dip back down to overnight lows dipping into the double digits by the time Sunday rolls around. And then an area of high pressure moves in for western Labrador for the weekend. So things are actually going to be quiet for you. But with that, we're seeing temperatures in the minus teens, your overnight lows dipping into the low minus teens, minus 18, minus 17 degrees. So that's a look at your forecast for the rest of the week. I'll have your weather photo coming up.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, author Daryl Duke has recently published his first children's book. It's called The Adventures of Crunch and Munch, Volume 1. Conveniently, the Clarenville writer didn't have to cast a wide net when it came to finding an illustrator. In fact, he found 2 right at his own kitchen table.
Once upon a time, there were 3 lobsters, 2 brothers, Crunch and Munch, and their little sister, baby Jessie. The siblings were playing their favorite game, hide and seek, and it was Munch's and Jessie's turn to hide. Crunch stayed in the little red shed and counted slowly to 100, not to 10 like human boys and girls, because lobsters crawl and take a long time to get anywhere. My name is Daryl Duke. I turned my passion for writing into books. When Emma, she's 10 years old, when she was born, I just started making up stories, putting them to bed every night. Her and her sister Jessica.
Yeah, I thought they were cute, and just one day we were like, hey, we should put this into a book.
Emma and Jessie would recount the details, remind me of things that I had told to them when they were very, very young. Emma, she designed and illustrated the cover. A ton of illustrations by the girls.
These 3 lobsters here, this is Crunch, Munch, and baby Jessie Lobster. They're the main characters. My dad would read out like the sentence he would want us to draw, and we just basically came up with it on our own.
As you know now, Poppy Russell is a very kind, loving, and caring person. He's also the smartest being the lobsters and their friends have ever known. I'm just adamant and about keeping the language the way people actually talk. They says yes by, they says yes by, and you spell it properly. Don't be ashamed of the way you talk, right? And I fill up with pride if I hear one of them say yes, bye, to one of their friends or something, or if I hear one of their friends, I say, thank God that it's not all gone, because it is going. Everything is melting into that one, I'll call it television language. Crunch, Munch and Ziggy wondered why they'd been told of explorers from other nations discovering a land where people had already existed for thousands of years. Those and other questions they agreed they'd keep for their teachers when they returned to school in September. Right now, they had the whole summer ahead of them for adventures galore. The end.
Well, we want to know where you're to. Take a look at this photo. You have a little bit of an idea of where that is. I'll tell you where this is to when we come back.
That's an easy one.
It is.
Welcome back, everyone. And this is a beautiful photo that was sent in to us. Is this the morning or the evening?
It is the sunset.
Sunset.
And you got it during commercial break.
Yeah.
It's an easy one.
It's Bell Island in the distance there, and the ferry getting ready to move on out, I suppose.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Dean sent us that wonderful photo. I just love sunsets. I don't know about you.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
love sunsets?
How can you not?
I know. Or morning sunrises. Anything that is just the gorgeous colors. Natural paintings in the sky there. Thank you so much for sending that in. And if you have any weather photos that you'd like to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca.
Okay, so the weather is going to be taking a turn on us again as we get farther along in the week. Some messy weather coming along this Friday. Any indications how bad it's going to be yet, or still need to wait and see? I guess?
I mean, we're still a number of days away. Like I said, the model's definitely pointing at the fact that we're going to see some snow. How much? Still up in the air. I don't really want to throw some numbers out there just in case it significantly changes. But yeah.
Could see some ice on the roads, and you gave us some nice tips earlier about black ice in the piece that you did. And what was it you were talking about when you're driving, and if you hit black ice, what not to do?
Really, it's just don't panic. Because, you know, you're going to let the car do what it's going to do. You're sliding on ice, and if you're, you know, this car is turning, just slightly turn into the turn, and then the most important thing is don't tap those brakes.
Right. Yeah, I guess we all have to kind of switch over our brains now into that driving on the messy roads.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Have a great night.
Good night.